Welcome to a Pokemon Unite showcase on Blastoise. Blastoise is a tanky, ranged defender and special attacker that can either be built to initiate or disrupt team fights, often with average damage. Or he can be built to deal a lot more damage but will be disrupting and initiating a bit less often. He can go to the top lane, support bottom lane, or even be in the jungle. His passive ability is Torrent, which will increase attack and special attack by 20% when your HP is at 50% or less. His basic attack becomes boosted every third attack, slowing enemies by 50% for 1 second and reducing cooldown on moves by 1 second. At level 1, you can start off with either Water Gun or Skull Bash. Water Gun shoots a jet of water in a straight line, damaging, knocking back, and stunning enemies for half a second and slowing them by 30% for 1 second. Skull Bash will have you dash forward, damaging and stunning all enemies hit for half a second. At level 5, you can upgrade Water Gun to Hydro Pump or choose Water Spout instead. Hydro Pump is a direct upgrade as it's basically just bigger, dealing more damage, knocking back, and stunning all enemies for half a second. It also does more damage the closer you are. Water Spout, however, is a mid-ranged AoE attack. Enemies within the radius are struck 6 times over 3 seconds, damaging and slowing them by 30%. At level 7, you can upgrade Skull Bash to Surf or choose Rapid Spin instead. Surf lets you ride a large wave in the designated direction, damaging, knocking back, and stunning enemies for 1.6 seconds. You become unstoppable while surfing, and once it ends, you can decide which direction to jump to. The wave will continue after you jump off and will knock enemies back but inflicts no damage. Rapid Spin lets you withdraw into your shell while spinning for 5.5 seconds and will also reset the cooldown of your other move. You'll be immune to stuns, but whenever a stun is used, you'll get slowed instead. While spinning, you'll damage nearby enemies, and your auto attacks and other move get changed. You can hold the Water Spout move during Rapid Spin to unleash water around and damage enemies around you, while also gaining 30% movement speed. Hydro Pump will change as well during the Rapid Spin, but will be much worse than Water Spout and not worth going for. After you're done spinning, your next auto attack will always become boosted as well. Finally, at level 9, Blastoise learns his Unite move, Hydro Typhoon. You'll gain a shield that blocks a good amount of damage for 4 seconds, and you'll charge up to deal massive damage while stunning enemies for 1.5 seconds. Blastoise will have 2 different builds. You can either go for Water Spout and Rapid Spin for the sake of heavy AoE damage and big teamfight initiation or counter initiation. Knowing when to hide in grass and key spots will be crucial, since the ideal combo will be to start with your Unite move and then immediately eject into the enemy team, use Water Spout, then Rapid Spin, and then hold the Water Spout button while spinning for extra damage and stay on them. This can be a huge threat late game. It'll be decent mid game, but it won't be great early game, as Water Spout alone without Rapid Spin is awful. But once you get the Unite move, you can become a big threat with good team coordination. The second build to go for is Hydro Pump and Surf. You'll deal way less damage and you won't be as much of a threat late game, but you'll be able to initiate or counter-initiate much more often and displace the opposite team if they have a very teamfight heavy lineup early and mid-game. For items and emblems, it'll depend a bit on which build you go. If you go for Water Spout and Rapid Spin, you'll want Choice Specs to boost your special attack, an Energy Amplifier for increased damage and cooldown reduction. Then you'll also want one defensive item like Buddy Barrier or Focus Band. If you go for Surf and Hydro Pump, you'll want to focus more on defense, so Buddy Barrier and Focus Band is a good choice, together with Muscle Band to boost auto attack speed and damage. No matter which build you go for though, the battle item you'll always want is the Eject button, since it goes together with your Unite move. For emblems, you'll want to focus on maxing out White, which is HP, and Green, which is special attack. Keep in mind that this is just a basic showcase, as with the nature of MOBAs, patches will be rebalancing and changing a few things on abilities, moves, items, or even the stage. You can also check out the website unitedb.com or the MathCore Discord for the current best builds on each Pokemon in Unite as the meta develops. There is even an emblem builder on unitedb.com. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed these videos and find them helpful, then please consider helping me out on Patreon.